Alright, so in this one, I'm just going to be going over how things have developed. I'm still kind of in a wait and watch kind of mood. I want to see what happens at our next key areas of resistance, but I'll recap what has happened since my last video. We'll take a look at Market Cipher, and we'll try and figure out what's going on here. So first thing I'm going to do is I want to make sure that my fixed range is updated, it's still accurate, and my value area low, point of control are the same. The only thing that has changed with this macro pull is the value area high. It moved down slightly, so I'll go ahead and adjust that, and I'll even adjust this box. So there we go. I can hide this again so it's not messing with me on the lower time frames. So when I last made a video, we were right about here, I believe. Based on what was going on with the local fixed range pull at the time, we had just lost the value area low, and I was expecting that because of that, we would probably get a move down to this range low, and then probably down to, the ultimate target of, the range rotation going from, point of control down to value area low. So this was my next box of important support, and we did get a bounce from there. It was not a sustained bounce. We even got kind of a fake out with market structure here. And I did try to trade this. I actually took 2 losses trying to long. One, I took long a little bit too early, tried to get a sniper entry off the value area low. I saw the divs forming, but I ended up basically getting wicked out by that wick right there, right before the pump. So that one stung. And then I waited, I tried to find another long setup in this area. That one ended up being a loss as well. So at that point, I was being, extra careful with trying to take trades. I wanted to wait for the right setup, and I never really got it, and we ended up putting in a lower low anyway. And now at this point, we've continued rotating to the downside. I did say that if we lost this box, if we couldn't really hold the value area low as support, then we would probably get a move down to this next area of support, which we are very close to right now. So we are approaching the golden pocket. We actually just front ran it there, and I do want to move this box to cover that golden pocket. And I certainly want to have an alert down at this low. My alert got triggered, but we did not hit that level yet. So, I, of course, am still waiting to see if there's going to be a trade setup there. I'm not just going to enter a trade with a massive stop loss covering this whole area. I want to refine something in that area and, look for, some kind of a local setup. But yeah, I mean, at this point, we have lost the macro value area low of this larger range. If we can't find support in this zone, somewhere around the golden pocket 786 and, this previous range of price action, then we certainly could continue working our way down to the range low. After, this box of support, I think the next area is really going to be the low of the range. And I did get into a short trade once we lost value area low. I entered a local setup, which I am still in. So this is my short trade. I did originally have a pretty large stop loss above the value area low, but I ended up moving it down. And at this point, my stop loss is at entry. I already locked in a good bit with this trade. So I'm still holding that one. I took out profits right around this local low. And unless I see, a really clear reason to close it in this top section of this box, I might, try and hold this for lower. If we're going to get a move deep into this box or even lose it, then, I kind of want to hold this short if I can. And I think that's about it for the higher time frame stuff. Other than that, I'm focused on the lower time frame ranges as always. So now let's take a look at Market Cipher. We'll do top down. Let's check out the weekly. So the weekly is getting very close to printing a red dot here. The VWAP continuing to get closer to the 0 line. It's hard to tell how close it is, but it looks like at this moment it's right about here. So we are pretty close to printing a red dot on the weekly time frame. Pretty much, just as quick as we printed this green dot, this trigger wave. Now things are turning back over again. So daily momentum crossed below the 0 line. Looks like daily money flow is putting in lower lows compared to this, trying to take out these lows as well. So yeah, aggressively moving to the downside is the daily money flow. All right, on the 4 hour, lower lows with momentum. It looks like potentially lower lows with money flow. It's pretty close. It's kind of going flat here, but overall it still seems like things are pointing to the downside. No clear signs of divergence or any kind of sign of a bottom here. Based on this, it seems like we probably continue trending lower. Maybe we can end up ranging somewhere in this area of support, and as price retraces a little bit, maybe we see momentum and money flow start to turn to the upside. And that could potentially lead to some divergences if we put in another low. So we could still see confirmations in this box, but as of right now, it is not looking like they will happen anytime soon. I would say the same with the 3-hour money flow putting in lower lows. Potentially slight divergence with momentum, but when it's not a div with money flow as well, I tend to put less weight on it. And especially when money flow is just kind of free falling in the red. That's not really a good sign to just trust any old slight momentum div. 2-hour, pretty much same story. And we can check the 1-hour. Okay, so there is actually some 1-hour divergences. However, I have noticed a pattern recently where you will see, some decent looking divergences on, a lower time frame, yet the higher time frames look like they're really in no position to agree with that lower time frame divergence. So, because of what I've seen recently, because, the 2-hour through 4-hour money flow is still looking bearish, we're barely seeing any divergences. I am going to be a bit more skeptical with this 1-hour divergence, even if there is a momentum and money flow div. I would really like to see, the 2-hour, the 3-hour, the 4-hour agree before I start, putting any serious weight on these divergences, especially since we still have not even hit the golden pocket, the top section of this support range. So, I would say, at the very least, if we're going to pull up from here, I would expect that we at some point take out this low. Maybe there's some better divs here, or maybe we need to actually kind of work our way deeper into this box before we start seeing some good bullish signs across multiple time frames, not just on one. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Just wanted to do a quick update. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like, subscribing, leaving a comment. All that helps to support the channel, and I appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video.